Okay, this is Jimmy. He's taking me in his bedchak, yeah? Is it a bedchak, yeah? And we are going to go on a tour of some very important places. So I'm going to get in here. They're back-breaking though, I'm going to regret this. I might have to sit on the floor. Oh, this one's not too bad actually. Right, fully air conditioned. Reasonable heighted roof. Some of them you get in, they're quite low, you're like that, you come out like Quasimodo. But they get you to where you want to be going. Banda Aceh is best known for being the area hardest hit by the 2004 tsunami. In this area over 60,000 people were killed and obviously countless more displaced, you know, homes ruined, entire communities ruined. I mean, this whole area, as is evident by the boat on top of the house behind me, was flooded out. This boat actually landed on top of this family's house, and luckily for the inhabitants of the boat, they all survived. 65 people on board all survived, and apparently underneath the boat was a big crocodile as well. So yeah, they would have been thankful for this. Perhaps not so much the homeowners, but certainly those on board.
You see you have to reach Sandra. You see there are 56 and then you see there are 59. This boat just take 56 people or 52 and then some also in one place. They are under the boat.
Yeah, apparently the area suffered under 15 meters of water. Yeah, was it even 15-meter high waves flooded this whole area? It's just amazing. I mean, can you imagine that? 15 meters. I mean, the top of that boat now is probably at about what, 8 meters or something. I don't know, I'm crap at judging things like this, but it's just really unimaginable, isn't it? Right, so here's a few pictures obviously taken nearer the time. Right, there's the city centre at the mosque where I just was. Look at that devastation. I mean, how would you cope? This is, you know, there were all kinds of boats. There's the Hotel Medan right near where I'm staying. And a boat in the middle of the street, a proper big fishing trawler. Just terrifying, terrifying thought, isn't it? What would you do? How would you react? Interesting to note actually that the mosque was almost untouched, you know? So the locals obviously view that as an act of divine providence. There's been a massive relief effort going on here. Out towards the coast, you could see it as the airplane, you know, flew in. You can see that there's all new housing developments. They're clearly quite new buildings, all built in a sort of grid style, like we do in the Western world. So that's obviously all rebuilt by the NGOs. There's a close up on the boat there. Incredible. So most of these houses would have been submerged. It stands to reason, right? If the water can dump a boat up here, then all of this would have been submerged. Like I say, it was a 15-metre high wave. So now what am I? I can't judge. I'll say this must be 10 metres or something, the top of that, I would say. So you got half that again, crashing down. Jesus Christ. You'd have to be a very good swimmer to get away with that, wouldn't you? Or if you were lucky to be on board a boat. Just try to imagine it, man. All of this would have been completely submerged. Like literally all of it covered in water. It's incredible, man. You can't even imagine it, can you? No sense at all. Now would have been gone. I think this is what we call a jalan tikus, yeah? Jalan tikus, yeah, Jimmy? That means a mouse route. Mouse road is how they say a shortcut. Going the wrong way up the dual carriageway, that is a pretty shortcut. Di Indonesia aja. Oh, sini, huh? Okay. Boleh masuk?
Boleh, boleh.
Like, okay. Okay. Okay, this is a mass grave basically. I'm not entirely sure if I should be going in here in my shorts. Oh, there's a guy inside in shorts. So like I say, I think 61,000 dead in Banda Aceh alone. Across the region, I think it was more like 250,000. You know, 250,000 people wiped out in like one day. So assumedly, this is where the dead lie, all over the place. Let's get a little bit more information on it here. Ulilu mass graves. Well, this stat says more than 100,000. And in here, 14,800 bodies alone. And there's more of these. There's 2 or 3, 4 more of these. This is the second largest. Formerly the site of Muraxa Public Hospital. Financial cost of a loss of the hospital, 25 billion rupiah. I'm not going to try to convert that, but we know that the human cost is far greater. So this would have been in the hospital building. Jesus Christ. Things that this country has had to put up with. I keep mentioning the genocide, which I hopefully will be able to get into more detail, but then you get something like this. There's been earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and this was a hospital. I mean, how many people were inside the hospital at the time? And they're still smiling at the end of it all. And that is the thing, really, that amazes me about this place and these people. And they live in little huts like that, and they're still smiling. mean, this is giving us a bit of a better idea, isn't it? 15-metre high waves. This is the coast down here. And this is near to the coast, you know, this would have been right in the impact zone. 15 metres high, covering all of this, coming right up here on the top floor. Looks like there used to be another floor on top of that as well. Jesus fuck, man. What would you do, man? All these houses fucking covered by the wave.